Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And some room to work. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. William Hayes able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
Set. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 46 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On second down, it's Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Humphries. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Forced out to his left. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. Got some real estate inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the handoff, it's Gore. Gore, a first down and then some. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and goal, Gore. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now it's the backup Winston. It's caught. Humphries. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Detroit! Detroit! You got 4. You got 4.
first down and score. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Osweiler. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Osweiler now off the bootleg. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
It's Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Toss play to Balaj. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey. All right, here we go.
Balaj. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff for Gore. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Back now in Miami, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So out come the Bucs now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And some room to maneuver. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try to throw now. Winston over the middle, complete. That's Cross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Here's Winston. He finds Humphries. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To the air again with Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The result, a 1st down, as the quick slant gets him 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll throw again. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that, because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.